sharing some wisdom about an important aspect that can influence our well-being and how we feel. I'm going to borrow on an example of a book called Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Viktor was a psychiatrist, lived in Vienna, and was really enjoying his breakfast as he'd opening up a book with a manuscript for his new publication. And then, all of a sudden, he hears this knocking at the door. He answers the door, and he has a rifle pointed in his face. He looks down and he sees a little badge. It's the Nazi secret police. Viktor is a Jewish psychiatrist. He's been told he's got 3 minutes to get himself, his pregnant wife, his elderly parents into the back of a van. Viktor does this. Within about 18 hours, they've crossed several borders. They get to a camp. This is Auschwitz. Viktor's separated from his wife and parents, heading in one queue, and he's going in another queue towards another warehouse. He figures out that his wife and parents are going to be gassed. The queue he's in seems like it's people who can do physical labor. He gets to the front of the queue. He's shaved, stripped, and tattooed with a number. In a matter of about 20 hours, Viktor's lost everything you can pretty much think about losing. Viktor engages in concentration camp life, and he notices there's two groups of people. There's one group of people that seem intent on just trying to end their lives. There's another group of people that seem to be going after them, trying to stop them. And Viktor's trying to figure out with his analytic mind, what's the difference between these two groups of people? And he does that by asking them. He asks them in concentration camp life, what's making you do what you're doing? And he notices two key differences. The group that are trying to stop other people from ending their lives seem to have a sense of what they're going to do outside of concentration camp life. The group who are feeling so down that they want to end it can only see the borders of the concentration camp, the barbed wire. The important thing for us to think about here is what is it those people were thinking about beyond the immediacy of their suffering. And Viktor himself reflects that in the darkest, coldest, dampest moments, he could close his eyes and see that he still had something to do in his life. He still had to share his manuscript, publish his work on the human psyche. And he asked other people, what is it you still have to do? One person would say, I still have to see my unborn daughter. Another would say, I still have to see my family and friends. Another would say, there's this project I'm working on, I have to complete it. Something that's really important for us in terms of lifting us out of the gloom of the immediacy is what is it we still have to do? What is our purpose? So reflecting on that as part of the meaning of our lives can be a hugely protective factor against feeling down and promoting our well-being. And I'd strongly encourage you to go out there and reflect. What is it you're blessed with? How is that linked to your purpose? There's one other thing Viktor noticed in terms of the difference between these two groups of people, and that was choice. While one group of people were resigned to thinking that, I don't have any choice on when I eat, what I eat, how I eat, when I sleep, when I work. But there's still one element of choice that differentiates this other group, which said, they can take everything from me, but they can't take my choice in how I think. And Viktor says that even as I walk towards a certain death in this concentration camp, what these Nazis can't take away from me is my choice in holding my head up with dignity as I walk towards that death. So there's always an element of choice. And I think that's something as Muslims we believe we are blessed with. I'm not saying choices are easy, I'm not saying we have all the choices, but we do have some choices. And being empowered with those choices can make a significant impact to our well-being.